Hello YouTube. In this video I really wanted to do a reading about what lessons you're learning currently, what's going on with you spiritually, and maybe like healing messages or self-care messages. Thanks to all the new people who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. So I'm just gonna start straight away. Go ahead and select your group. Okay, so go ahead and pick from those images or numbers if you want to. So that's like image number 1, if you can tell. I think you can tell. So that's like image number 1, image number 2. You can see they're split like this. And image number 3 and image number 4. So you can pick by image or by number, or however your intuition really tells you to, and that will be your pile. Hi, pile number 1. So let's see what sort of lessons you're going through right now. What is happening with you on the spiritual level? What do you need to know? Okay, so group number 1. There are some very good news coming your way. Something in the universe is saying a big yes to. I don't know what is this related to. Can be related to something that was lingering on your mind for a while. And right now, universe says it's the time. It's the time to take action. It's the time to go for it, and it's the time to say yes, maybe to somebody, or maybe saying yes to yourself. Can be interpreted really any way, but it's like if you had a question on your mind, if you had some sort of situation where you were worried or you were fluctuating between 2 points. This is saying say yes to the one that is really calling your heart, and the one that really brings you a lot of joy, a lot of creativity, a lot of... Say yes to the option that brings you your inner like explorer, your inner artist. Say yes to that. Say yes to the option that your heart feels is the right one. It's like this is the time for you to think with your heart rather than logic and brain. And also, it's also saying don't listen to what other people say, because in your situation it seems like your heart knows the answer. And there is also this blank page. So this is more like a sign for me that something you're not meant to know. It's like keep your sense of wonder, keep your imagination going. You don't need to see, like, create on the go. That kind of message, like, you don't need to know the outcome, you don't need to know the result, you don't need to know how things will pan out. You just need to go after what your heart tells you to do, and you just need to trust yourself as well. This is not easy to say, you know, this is not easy to do, but you can do it. You just need to trust your heart, that it will bring you what you're looking for, and it will work out perfectly fine. It's also like a message of taking a leap of faith. So if you were afraid to do something, feel it through, feel the fear, but if your heart really calls you to do something, then do it anyway. you will not regret it, definitely 100%. There is something for you there if you feel called to. Like sometimes your soul knows better than you do yourself, so trust it. Trust where you're being headed. Okay, so there is this message for you, group number 1, that you have a very strong intuition, and it's like when I said before that listen to your heart, right? It's like your heart and your gut knows the answer. So be led by your intuition, be led because you're being led for a very, very right direction for yourself. You're being led towards abundance, towards happiness, towards your own highest good and joy. So yeah, that's very straightforward message, just to listen to yourself and don't doubt yourself. Don't second guess yourself. If you feel like something has to be done, then it has to be done. And that's it, and no one can tell you otherwise. Listen to your intuition and do it. Do what you need to do. Okay, so there has been definitely some sort of disappointment, some sort of argument or unpleasant situation or something that didn't go your way. But it's like, I feel like this is a message for you that there will be perfect balancing of the situation. If you had some sort of clash with someone, or you had just disappointment, or you're very, like, if maybe you feel alone or something like that, and I see that there will be a balancing of the energies, and I see that you will come into perfect balance with the situation. You will either make up with someone you had a fight with, or something will turn into your favor, and this situation will somehow work for you. I don't know how exactly, but this wasn't just in vain. This wasn't just to make you suffer. This was a needed, like, heartbreak for you. And also what I see is that if there has been some sort of trickery, if there has been, it's like, also I see like a, maybe you needed to be sneaky, maybe you needed to hide something, maybe you did something behind other people's back. And always filter the messages, right? Maybe it's not for you, but I see a person like doing something behind other people's back, and like not in a good way. I see that you don't have to do that anymore. I see that you can be yourself freely. It's like you don't have to disguise yourself anymore. You can stand there in your power, and no one can tell you anything because you're the magician. It's like this energy shift that is happening. Maybe it also has to do with low self-esteem. Like if before you felt like you needed to do something behind other people's back so that they don't see you. Right now you can do it openly and freely, and also you have the courage to do things your own way. It's like a very weird message, but I feel like this was needed for somebody. I also said, like, you're the number one, you're the hero here, so follow what you need to do as a hero, and you also chose group number 1, and you got the magician, so obviously you're the main star of it. Like you just need to follow what you think is right, what you feel is right. And we also have this card of burn, and it says, the element of fire purifies and renews. It holds the qualities of passion and assertiveness, What are you ready to burn and transform, purify and emerge renewed? Okay, so definitely you're purging from toxicity, from from all those like sneaky things that happened either behind your back, either you were the one that created them. It's like you're purging from that. This energy doesn't need to be a part of your life anymore. And also can be a message that maybe burn some candles, maybe it's like also a weird message of warming up, maybe wearing more warm clothes, maybe light a candle and just stare into the flame or sit around the flame or something like that. It's like flame is purifying and healing for you at this time very much. And it's also like a message of meditation, can be like staring into a flame and just zoning out, and maybe see what sort of messages you receive doing that. Yeah, and don't forget also to take care of your health. That also comes through for some reason. You don't have health, you don't have anything. Okay, that's a very, very similar message to that Page of Cups we got. It's literally saying, honor your feelings. Your feelings are not in vain. Your feelings are there for a reason, so follow them. Your feelings are your feelings are like your intuition in a sense. You feel something, that's your gut talking to you, and listen to it and don't disregard it. Definitely honor your feelings, put yourself first. Again, this is a message that you need to put yourself first. You need to prioritize yourself and express your creativity as well. Again, there's this message of following the path that leads you to expressing yourself. That's the way you need to go. You need to say yes to expressing your creativity more, expressing your inner self more. And that will lead you to success, that will lead you to where you need to be. And also not only, expressing your creativity, also talking, I feel like. Yeah, like expressing your creativity can be regarded as speaking your truth. So I feel like that's also the message of, see this woman on the picture. It's like she's liberating herself through her voice, through what she has to say, and I feel like that should be you right now. So say what you need to say and express yourself and express your deepest truth in your current situation. Okay, so one more message for you. So this is a very, very beautiful message. I really like it. I feel like this correlates very well with everything that was said before in this reading, that it's like you're going for, right now, you're going for through some sort of maybe leap of faith moment where you have to prioritize yourself and where you have to choose yourself. But once you do that, it's like your world starts, playing with all of those different colors, and you feel liberated, you feel so much better and at peace with yourself. And it's like also the new world is opening for you. So this is very huge. And also with this Two of Cups, I feel like for some of you this definitely can talk about finding your divine union, finding your people. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? It also can be like finding people you enjoy working with, people you collaborate with, people who see your worth. So, or can be also translated as finding your soulmate, because you express yourself, because you are seen somehow, because and and because you chose yourself in whatever situation you currently are, you chose yourself, you have chosen your own voice, and that's what has brought you two together. So also you have found yourself once more. You have literally found some sort of lost piece of yourself that you thought wasn't there anymore, but it was. So I hope you found this useful somehow, and thank you for watching, and bye. Hey, group number 2, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I hope you will find something, some answer for yourself with this reading. So you definitely feel right now, definitely feel overwhelmed with something. Definitely something in your life doesn't work out the way you wanted it to. And that really brings you a lot of mental stress, mental anxiety. And I feel like it has to do with your dreams, with your like goals that you have for yourself, where you're really passionate about something and you're really like get go person in that sense. You really see the goal and you see the plan and you know what to do and you know how to do, and seems like something doesn't work out for you at the moment, or doesn't work out the way you want it to, or there are some obstacles on the way, or there is this lack of stamina on your side or something like that. And this is also like, I feel like a message of redirection for you. It seems like the goal that you have had for the long time, it's like maybe being postponed for some reason, or maybe you're being redirected, maybe you're being shown something else, like some other cup right now in this moment of your life. And it's saying maybe see what the universe is offering you right now, maybe see what the other option is and consider that at the moment. Maybe have a bit of a break in terms of pursuing your goal. It doesn't say that your goal is unachievable, or it doesn't say that you're not meant to have it. It's more saying that right now, this time, you need to redirect your attention to something else, because there is something else that you need to do on your side. There is something else that you're meant to fulfill at this very time. And I feel like the universe is really acknowledging that anxiety, that situation you're in right now, where something doesn't work out, where you have been working so hard and you have been passionate about it for so long. Acknowledge that it doesn't work out, but see where you're being redirected to, what you're being shown, what you need to do right now. Where do you need to push brakes? Where do you need to stop for a second? And it seems like with this redirection, you're also bringing your goal, you're also bringing your initial goal, you're also bringing your initial vision closer to fruition somehow. It seems like with this redirection you're gaining more experience and you're gaining more power and you're gaining more momentum, and that will somehow help you with your initial goal. It's saying your goal doesn't go anywhere. You have time and you're actually on a very like perfect flow with the universe in terms of that you're doing everything right. It's saying continue. We acknowledge that you're such a hard worker, you're such a diligent person, and you're such a passionate person about what you're doing. We acknowledge that, but sometimes it's needed to see something else or do something else. It's needed to maybe even have another dream to follow, or look at something else. It's really asking you to redirect your attention from your initial goal to something else. Or also, like, see your surroundings, check on your health, check on the health of your loved ones. You know, health can be different, right? Mental, physical, emotional. But see if there is something that really needs you right now. And that's where you need to go. And trust that you will get back into that perfect flow, and you will achieve that goal. You will know when you will be pushed towards achieving that goal of yours that you have been trying to achieve for so long. But right now you need to concentrate and focus on something else. And I also feel like you're there, like acknowledging that you're very talented, you're very like multi-dimensional person. You're here and there, you're doing a lot, and you're very hardworking, and that is really being acknowledged there. That you're such a great person. You're such a amazing person overall. I love when the cards really correlate with everything that I said before. So it says catch your breath. It's saying that you have been rushing for so long, which is good, but sometimes you need to catch your breath. Also, in order to rest and in order to pursue your goals even harder, it's like a very precious part of hard work is to have a break, have a rest where you actually rest. So that you can then pursue your goals 2 times with 2 times more power, and you did. So don't disregard this, what's happening in your life currently, because it's very much needed process. It's like I feel like this analogy of trees growing. It's like they're taking their time, but you know how strong trees are, right? You know that every spring they grow new leaves and stuff, like they grow their flowers, they you know, they're just those strong trees. And it's like, yeah, don't beat yourself for not being productive enough or not being involved enough with whatever it is, this endeavor, whatever this endeavor is for you. Just like let yourself go with the flow. Definitely this is what's being told here. Let yourself go with the flow, and let this flow take you to what you need to do right now at this moment, because there is something else that you need to do. You need to redirect your attention towards something else. Yeah, and have a break and have rest and be patient with yourself. Yeah, I really see you like you're being forced by the universe, literally, like you are put in that situation for you to take a break, and you don't like it. It seems like you want to go and get, because you're so passionate, and you know, I completely understand you, but those periods of rest are so important. And like until you get a proper rest, until you get a proper break, until you finish the other thing that needs to be done, you're not gonna be able, you know, the universe won't let you to take flight. It won't let you to follow what it is you've been doing before you catch your breath, before you rest properly. I'm pretty sure this is Page of Wands. So that's like the same card, and I see that you're really, really passionate and driven and hardworking person, and that definitely will pay off. And I see that it's already paying off for you in a way, and you will achieve everything you set your eyes to. I see that very strongly here. I see that you're gonna be an emperor, you're gonna be the boss, you're gonna be like whatever is the highest goal for you in this situation, you're gonna achieve that and even more. You're gonna be very, very fulfilled with yourself, and it's saying continue doing that, but for now it's a redirection time. It's a time to do something else. It's also a time to connect with yourself, and like this is a very much an energy of retrograde period, where you really, really want to go, but the planets are saying, yo, look back and see if there's, check if you have missed anything, check if there's still anything on your side that you have to do. I feel Jupiter has, I think Jupiter has went retrograde in August this year, but like no matter whenever you watch this video, right? Whenever you really watch this video, it doesn't matter. It's just this energy of having to look back, having to acknowledge what has happened, and having to rest and having to pause in order for you to pursue your goals even stronger, with even more drive. This period of rejuvenation is necessary. And it's also like reconnecting with your spirituality, reconnecting, like asking yourself each and every day, what do you want? Those philosophical deep questions. Who you are, who you really want to become, what do you want, how do you want to become it, how do you want to proceed with your goals, like all of those. Like I see literally a person like writing a diary, writing a book, like I see a person who is taking their time, and that is what's expected from you at this time. You're really being asked to slow down, slow your brain, stop running 100 miles an hour, and ask yourself those questions. And it's like you will be, by the end of this rejuvenation period, you will be a fresh, reborn again. You will have new energy, you will have new inspirations, and you will have new understanding of yourself. You will have more deep understanding of where you're headed, why you're headed there, how exactly you're gonna get there, with what means do you want to get there, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's really what it is. And just know that you will get there, and you will be even more successful than you can imagine. You will be standing proud, definitely. And with this Ace of Pentacles also, there is like a message that you are a blessing, you are a gem, you are a precious person, you are a unique person. So keep on being that, and show your uniqueness also. There are so much things that you can do, right? So show your uniqueness in each and everything that you're doing. Also see like this as this Emperor and Ace of Pentacles has a really, really, that you will be really wealthy. You will be even more wealthier than now. With all of your goals that you achieve, there is a lot of monetary gain, there is a lot of abundance, there is a lot of also spiritual abundance as well. There is a lot that you will learn, there is a lot that you will gain from it. So keep going, but don't forget that right now it's a period of redirection. It's a period of rechecking with yourself. It's like retrograde time. We cannot do anything. It's just the energies that ask us to be a certain way in order to be the most productive. Because if you are gonna go against the flow, if you're not gonna rest, if you're not gonna do what's being asked for you, you're only gonna burn yourself out, and this goal of yours will only be further away from you, and you will only bring so much anxiety, so much fear and stress that you don't want to experience anymore. So don't forget to surrender and go with it, go where the universe is taking you. Okay, so there are 4 cards that have jumped at you, so I'm gonna read all of them. So first one, it says sustenance. Being mindful of the quality of what you're consuming is a great way to honor the body. Whole natural food contributes to the body's health and homeostasis, the desired natural state of being, without the end goal solely being that of superficial physical appearance. What can you add or eliminate to your diet to become more health oriented? So yeah, with this, I feel like with all of that, you're being also reminded to eat properly, to cook for yourself, not to only eat, supermarket frozen food, but also cook your meal and really take notice of what you're eating on a daily basis, or if you're eating at all, how you take care of your body, because you have such strong ambition, such strong vision, goals that you want to achieve. You won't be able to achieve them if you don't have a healthy body, if you're not in a perfect flow with your body. So that's just a friendly reminder. So the next card was lessons. The pain is where the lesson is. Go deeper into what is happening and recognize any patterns that you may be working through. Journal about your situation and reflect on what you may be learning at this time. Be mindful that they're not a punishment, as it often feels like. It is an opportunity for growth. Begin to see painful lessons as a benevolent experience. Spiral out, keep growing. So again, there is this message that this is not a punishment. This period is very much needed. This is like a lesson. This is a strong lesson that maybe you don't see. You don't see the immediate what you're learning. You don't see that immediate results with it. You only see what this lesson has taught you after the whole lesson has passed, and maybe after you do your homework, so to speak, maybe you will only see the fruits of this lesson when some time after this period will pass. But this is definitely everything that is happening with you right now. This is teaching you something, and especially I feel like this is a message of a lesson of patience, and lesson of going with the flow, and lesson of being mindful when to rest and when to go after your goals, when to be assertive, and when to be more passive, and more also a balance of feminine and masculine as well, where when you need to go and provide, and when you need to rejuvenate, where when you need to be more in a flow state. Okay, so next card, it says balance. The many pendulums of life can swing in many directions, sometimes causing us to feel unbalanced and overwhelmed. Strike balance with the scales and feel at ease, if only for this moment. So again, it's really asking you to come into balance with yourself, because it seems like what you're going through right now has really shaken you off your feet, was very like a divine intervention, but it was for your highest good. And you perhaps, or most likely, you don't see this highest good at this moment. You don't understand why this is all happening with you, but it's asking you to come into balance and recognize that you don't see the outcome yet. You may still have a blind spot about what is it all teaching you, but it's saying you will understand. You will definitely come into understanding when things will pan out that way, where you will be like, now I see why I had to go through this. Now I see what this was teaching me. Now I am in a more like aligned state. Now I know when to push and when to step back, and that way I found, my own perfect rhythm, how I go about things. And it's saying also, unblock creativity. Everybody is creative. People deny their artistic ability, but the truth is we all are artists. Life, situations, and emotions sometimes dampen our creative spirit. We end up feeling blocked. The exaltation through the blowhole of the whale symbolizes freeing of creative energy. This is a calling for you to stimulate your creativity. Pick up a journal, sketchbook, home improvement project, craft, dance, make music. Creativity is unlimited in nature. So that's a very straightforward message. I feel like you're a very naturally creative person anyway, and you don't need to hear that, but it's asking you to maybe, while you're in this period of rest, while you're in this period of pause, you don't have to, you don't have to be anxious. Maybe you just have to I know it's very easy to say, but maybe you have to write all of that on into the poem or something like that. Maybe you have to draw a painting. Maybe you have to create a new dance. Whatever it is that you do, or maybe a new dish, or whatever it is that fills you up in terms of your creativity, however you express yourself, that's how you will feel better. That's how you will feel. It will just raise you up and raise others up as well, who will come in contact with your creation. So don't forget to do that. Don't forget to express everything that is going on inside of you at this time. Okay, now there are 3 messages for you here. Okay, so the first one is inner power. So I really feel a lot of masculine energy from you, no matter your gender, no matter who you are. It's really like you're really, really powerful. You have a strong, very strong core about you, very unwavering personality, but maybe people like you sometimes struggle with surrendering. That's what the lesson is all about. But if you're that powerful, you're definitely capable of, finding this balance that you need, and you're capable of surrendering. You're capable of doing anything, really. So that's what it says. You're capable of anything. So you're capable of overcoming this as well. you're capable of finding like a um, perfect way for yourself to go through everything that's happening with you right now. So hold your inner power, but you know it yourself. And it's the same message as group number 1, I think. Honor your feelings. So whatever you're feeling here, whatever you're going through right now, honor it. Your feelings are really precious, and feel it all through. And also, don't blame yourself for feeling anxious. Don't blame yourself for feeling weak. Don't blame yourself for your shadow emotions. Honor it all and accept it all, and also expressing creativity, right? It's like you will feel so much better once you speak it out, once you do that painting or journal it, or maybe even, speak it out loud just to yourself, just to maybe put on like a recording and record yourself and say everything you need, like you're talking to a therapist, something like that, or write a letter. Your own self-help methods that work best for you, and it's saying do what works best for you. And also this message of move your body, I feel like in your case is very important to run or to do sports or to dance or to walk a certain amount of time in the day without your phone, without headphones, without anything enforced or something like that. It's very important for you to feel at your best, and it's like a very, very good habit for you. Since you are a very productive person, you will feel even more productive like that. So where are you headed right now? You're headed into your own complete fulfillment and abundance. I see that you will be really, really abundant with everything that you're doing, with your relationship, with your money, with your status, it's like you exude this strong AF boss, owner of something, CEO kind of vibe for me. You will get your absolute fulfillment, but your journey to that right now is challenging, right? You have challenges, but they will make you so much stronger, because through that you're being forced to find that inner wisdom, you're being forced to find that power within you, and you're being forced to kind of find those answers for yourself. But this battle that you're going through right now, it's first of all, it's gonna end, and you're gonna be the one who will win it. And believe in that. And I see 111 right now, so believe that you're in it to win it. Believe that your power will return, and you will know when and how to take action. So right now it's just not the time to do it. Right now it's just not the time to go after your goals. Right now it's the time for everything I've said before. But your time will come, and you will go after it even stronger than before, and you will get your absolute fulfillment. So I feel like that's it. Hope that this has helped in some way, and thank you so much for watching, and bye. Also, if you like to donate to this channel, that will be really, really appreciated. You can donate as much as you can. It can be like $1 or how much you can, if you feel like it. This is very much appreciated, and yeah, this is not necessary, of course, but you can just leave a like under the video or subscribe to the channel, or if you really feel like it, you can donate. That will, all of it is very helpful, so thank you. Group number 3. Okay, so first there is this strong message about you through some sort of healing. It's like you're coming full circle with yourself about something. You're ending a cycle, and I feel like this is a very self-initiated process for you, where, well, you can say you've had enough of some sort of situation, or you've had enough of your own pattern of thinking, or you've had enough of things not working out for you and things repeating themselves in your life. It seems like you're the one who is coming to this strong realization where you know your worth and you know what is the path that is best for you, and you understand that you cannot go on the same path anymore, that you cannot do the same thing over and over again. You're breaking the chains and you're getting yourself free, literally, with your own hands. It feels very liberating to me what's going on with you right now. It's like you have learned the lessons and you don't need to go through the darkness anymore. You're coming onto surface, coming to breathe fresh air, and it feels like breathing this air is like the first time in your life you have felt free, because you haven't felt that in a long time. So let's see what else. Yeah, it feels really liberating for you what you're going through right now. You're going through major empowerment moment. You're becoming completely brand new version of yourself that you haven't seen yet. It's like, yeah, you're maturing big time, and you're maturing, yet you're becoming much more connected with your inner child than you have ever been before. You're finding some sort of stability within yourself that you haven't had in a long time. You're finding some sort of peace within yourself with that healing that comes through. And it feels very nice, to be honest. Like, whatever has happened with you, or whatever is happening right now on a soul level, it feels very liberating. It feels very, it feels very empowering. It feels like you can do anything. It feels like you can do anything you put your mind and soul into, because that really is the case for you. And there is, like, I feel like for you a lot of blessings is available for you at this time. So if you had like a really dark period, or you had a period where you had to work a lot, it seems like there will be a blessing that will come to you in the form of anything, really. Maybe extra time needed to rest, or you will feel a new creative flow burning inside of you, new passion, or something that feels like a blessing, that is a blessing, and that feels like a blessing. Very nice thing. It also feels like you have found new, completely brand new inner strength, so that whatever is happening with you right now, or whatever comes your way, or whatever has happened, you finding that inner strength to just laugh at it in a very, in a very good way. You find a side to the situation that you can always laugh at. You apply your sense of humor to pretty much all your life situations, and it's not like you're irresponsible or ignorant, or you just know that anything can be laughed off, anything can be seen as something light, and can be seen with a humor. You started to understand that sometimes life is really not meant to be taken seriously, just because it is not always all about being serious. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just to laugh at the situation and accept everything as it is, and that will bring you this liberation you're looking for. That will bring you that higher frequency, that alignment that you're looking for, that peace, where you just say, oh, screw it, instead of dwelling in heavy energies, instead of saying things like, the situation is so crappy and shitty and I couldn't do anything with it, instead of blaming yourself and others and the universe, you just laugh it off, and that will bring you the freedom you're looking for. What lessons you're going through right now? So I really do feel like you're going through the stage of empowerment. You're going through this moment of empowering yourself, but the way universe is bringing it up to you is like through some sort of mental conflict, through some sort of mental confusion and uncertainty. But this is a very, very needed period for you, because it seems like you will go through this uncertainty to the other side of it, where you will be clear, and it's like you cannot go on without learning something from this situation. You cannot go on without that moment in your life. Because with this Two of Wands especially, I see that you're waiting for something. I see that you're wishing for something to happen. You were working for it, you were doing your best, and this thing or person or something, it hasn't come into your life, and you're asking yourself and you're asking the universe, why hasn't it come? It should have been here already. It's like, it's really impossible to wait. It's like you've been doing everything you needed to do. You've been doing all the inner work, but it seems like it's not over yet, and it seems like it will never be over. But it's saying you're getting there, you're almost there. And it's also saying, look at this situation as a blessing, as another opportunity to better yourself, as another opportunity to to grow. And this is what is happening right now. Also, there is like this message of having a lot of options, having a lot of dreams, and it's saying, don't forget to, it's saying that all of it is possible for you. It's saying that you are, in order to achieve all of those 7 Cups, you need to be even stronger than you are right now. That's why you're going through, or you were going through, a period of where you had some sort of inner conflict, where you had some sort of misalignment with yourself, where you had challenges or roadblocks on your way, so that you will evolve even more in order to pursue all of those 7 cups, whatever it might be for you. Maybe family goals, maybe relationships related goals, maybe career goals, any other personal goals, whatever your dreams are, really. So see everything that has happened as an upgrade for yourself. See this period of stillness as, when you upgrade your computer, right? You cannot switch it off, you cannot do anything, you just wait until your PC upgrades. So that's kind of similar energy to it. It's like you wait, there is nothing happening, you still are in the same place where you were prior, but you're being upgraded though. Like your programs, let's say, are being upgraded, and there is this period of stillness, but you still get an upgrade, and you will know when the upgrade will be finished. You will know that it was needed for you. You will be like, okay, so that had to happen because it wasn't really the time for me, because I needed to concentrate on something else, because I needed to be in stillness for a while, because I needed to heal for a while, because I needed to be by myself or something like that, because I still wasn't ready for all of those things that I wish for myself. It doesn't say that I'm not worthy of them, it doesn't say that I will never get them. It's just saying that we have to upgrade a little bit before all of that comes in. So that's why this period of stillness is there. And with this beautiful card, Talk and Listen, I think I never saw it actually in this deck, but it says, text communication is a detriment to real connection. Do not forget the importance of picking up the phone and having a conversation. Connect with someone today. Take time to listen. This helps us connect to avoid misunderstandings as well as feel heard and connected. Okay, so there is this message that whatever you're doing, really, whatever your situation might be, and if you think that there is no one that gets you, if you think that no one can help you, if you feel like no one will be interested to listen to your problems, it's saying look around and maybe even try to talk. Maybe don't say everything that's on your mind, but say at least something that can be shared with others about your situation. That will bring you a lot of freedom. I feel like that will bring you a lot of feelings of peace and relief, like instant relief. Like if you're lucky, and actually I feel like that's the case for you, that there is this person in your circle who unexpectedly can help you, that you don't think that they will be like a good listener, or you don't think that you need to share that information with them. Maybe try talking to them, maybe try checking out if they're okay listening with you, and share some of that information you need to talk out, because it seems like there is this person who can give you an advice, or who can be just a good listening ear, and that will bring you lots of relief. Of course, be mindful of what you share with other people, but it's saying maybe don't be a complete 100% hermit about it, and talk to someone, you know, talk to a close person, or maybe just even a stranger. Maybe say it and see if that will bring you relief, and maybe even you will get a very precious advice about your situation. And also another message is about that you're being unconditionally loved. Whatever is happening in your life, whatever challenges you're going through, you're being loved unconditionally by the universe, by the Divine Mother, or whatever you believe in. You're being loved by your surroundings, and you're being loved by the higher forces, so keep going. And there is also a message of spirit animal around you. So if you see like an animal repeating and really popping up into your world, like you see a certain bird and then you see it again and you feel something, you know, you feel that this wasn't just a bird passing by, this was something more than that, then maybe look up the spiritual meaning of that bird, and or any other animal or whatever. Maybe you see it in your dreams, or you see it popping in your reality. For example, one time I've seen like a frog in my dream, and then the next day, literally, I saw the same frog that I seen in my dream, but it was like on a wallpaper. But it was literally the same thing I saw, so it was a specific sign for me back then. And check out if there is anything like that popping into your world. And also there is this message of like keep on hoping. Your sense of hope is very strong. Your sense of hope brings things to the reality. It's not dumb of you to be hopeful. It's the opposite. It's like you bring with that hope, you bring in the higher frequency, and you bring in what you desire into the reality. So, and I see that you got very strong feminine energy about you, and I see that you will be able to power through whatever you're going through right now, that you will be able to resolve all the issues because you shine so bright. You literally, the darkness literally perish in your presence, and everything that doesn't serve you, it's gonna go away and you're gonna elevate. That's definitely the case here. Stay connected to your divine feminine, because that's where your power comes from. And yeah, expect some sort of tower moment, but it doesn't seem like scary or anything. It seems more like that's what needed to happen, and yay, finally, you know, hidden blessing in that. If you want like a personal reading, you can check my Etsy store. Thanks so much for watching, and bye. Hi, group number 4. Okay. Definitely going through some sort of shadow work. That's obvious here. But what you're going through will bring you to the liberation you're looking for. It's like I see that there is not much left to do, not much of that shadow work. It's like you're either in the middle of it or you're being closer to the end, because I see like a dawn here. I see that you will come on the other side of it, and sun will shine even sooner on you than you realize. There is like a lot of inner work that is going on with you right now. A lot of, like, I see maybe patterns from your childhood that are coming up to the surface at this time. Your insecurities, your programs that don't work for you. Everything is resurfacing it, and like you're cleansing it, you're doing what you can. You may feel very powerless at times, but you need to pat yourself on the back, because I feel like you're doing really great, and you're doing as much as you can with what you have. It's like with all of that's happening, you're being brought into a perfect balance. It's like you're being brought to a perfect alignment with this dark night of the soul you're going through. You're being brought to perfect alignment with your body, with your mind, and your spirit. And so that it can happen, you need to have there is like some sort of paradigm shift that is happening. Things that you believed before, they're not working for you anymore. And you're being forced to look into your shadow, and you're being forced to look into your darkest self, which is absolutely needed here in order to bring that perfect balance, in order to level up, in order to find yourself once more and find a completely brand new version, upgraded version of you that needs to be there at this time. And believe it or not, you yourself have chosen, like your soul have chosen to go through this darkness in order to resurface on the light side, in order to upgrade yourself. Because there is something that you cannot entertain anymore. There is either a relationship, either like a job, or something you were doing for the longest time, or relationships maybe. Something you were doing for a long time, which is not who you need to be anymore, and that needs to be cut from you, from your life, be cut by you from your life. And it seems like it's quite difficult to do that when we're tied in, we love comfort zone, right? We love doing the things we are used to do, but right now you're really being asked to get out of your comfort zone and do what needs to be done. Cut off people, things, habits that need to go away, because that's the lesson of your current journey. That's what you need to do in order to proceed. That's what you need to do in order to level up. And that is really, really unpleasant. And just want to say that you're doing an amazing job, and I want to pat you on the back that you're doing great. And if you're doing it one step at a time, which is a correct way to do it. Continue working on it, continue processing everything that comes up in your life. And I want you to know that this renewal of peace is coming for you. This, metaphorical death is coming to you. This end of this dark night is coming to you. You're gonna feel peaceful again. And I want you to know how, no matter how difficult it may be right now for you, you're being protected, you're being watched, and you're being encouraged by all your guides that you're doing a great job, and you're not alone in this process. Definitely you're being helped. you have the power to push through it. And yeah, your peace will come. You will find a peaceful resolution. You will find balance again. You will come back to yourself again. I know when I had my dark night of the soul, I felt like I was stripped of myself. I felt like I wasn't myself anymore. I felt like everything you've known before is not right, and you're getting all of those downloads, and like you literally change as a person, but it's like at the same time nothing changes at the same time. You always had it. It just was sleeping inside of you. So this is not a very beautiful process. It's a beautiful process, but for us humans it's difficult. It's weird when, for example, your friend circle changes because you don't resonate with people around you anymore, or your routine change and you understand that this doesn't really serve me anymore, and this clarity comes into your life, and your life literally changes. But this is very, very much needed, because I see that you're moving into a period when you're becoming your best self, and you're becoming a person who is in service. So you will be entertaining some sort of gift of yours that helps others. It's like no matter what you do, no matter where you work, no matter your career path, and whatever your dream might be, it will be in service. It will be helpful to people somehow. It will be like a charity in a way, because you will be doing something, and you won't wait anything in return, but you're gonna get a lot in return, because that somehow will be in service. You will somehow serve others by just being yourself, by just being your best version. And in order to get there, you have to completely go through this shadow work period, which is ugly, but it's very much necessary. And I see that you have done a lot already, so great for you, and keep going. Yeah, I see that's the energy, literally the energy I was talking about, where you might have arguments with people that you always considered friends, or with your family, or with your partner, and you don't understand why. It's just you're like, that's all there is to it. You're just on different pages right now, because you're being redirected towards your own path, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it happens. Through this darkness, you get out fresh and light and completely renewed on the other side. And there's like a lot of a test of strength, of your mental strength, of your inner strength, and this is saying you may not feel like it at all, but you actually have the strength. You actually are capable of overcoming on all of those lessons and moving through the other side, even though right now it may feel uncertain to you. Right now it may feel like you don't see where you're going, and you don't understand that what is going on with your life, but you're not meant to. It's like there is a time for there is time for night, there is a time for day, and right now it's the time for the night. It's the time for darkness. It's the time not to see how and when will the dawn come. You just know that the dawn will arrive. You just know that the sun will set. You just know that a storm will pass, and can give you analogies all day long, but it's just the way it is. It's just how um, how we're getting stronger, how we're upgrading, how we're purging. That's like definitely what you're going through. You're being purged of everything that is no longer needed, and that may be very painful. But I see that with all of those, with this process, what is gonna be the result of it? You're either gonna, this is like a very much of a process of a purge, where people who are not meant to be with you, they're gonna leave your life, and people who are meant to be with you, you're gonna, either if you had an argument with them, you're gonna find a way back to them once again, or you're gonna find your people, you're gonna find new people who you are on the same page with, you're gonna find new friends, new family, new close people for yourself, new relationships. So just know that, trust where you're being led, trust that there is always this guiding star that is on your side always, and that you're not just suffering in vain, that this is all for the higher purpose, and that you will feel refreshed, that you will feel peaceful again, that you will feel abundant again, that you will feel powerful again. You will feel like a brand new person, but you also will feel like yourself again. So this time will come, just trust that. Like for you, this is a very strong message that love will come, that you will find your perfect soulmate, you will find your tribe, you will find your people. This will definitely happen for you, again at the right time, but know that this time will come to you. And that's the same message I feel like as other group, and it says balance. The many pendulums of life can swing in many directions, sometimes causing us to feel unbalanced and overwhelmed. Strike balance with the scales and feel at ease, if only for this moment. So remember to come into balance. Remember that life can be extreme, that this can be difficult to be on this side, but on this side of the coin, right, of this darker side of the coin, but do what brings you right now, do what you're expected to do. So do all of the process, all of the emotions that rise up, and work through that, and ask yourself, how can you help yourself at this time? How can you bring yourself to balance? Even at those darkest nights, you can always help yourself. You can always find something that brings you joy and peace, and even if it's very, very stormy outside, you can always find that peaceful room where you can meditate and connect and do something that helps you really. But also, like, another message that, differentiate between what your ego tells you to do, like to dive into those self-destructive patterns, and also what really, really helps you. So yeah, that's a sensitive subject, but also this message that you will come into balance, that there will always be, a balancing of energies. You will not stay here at the shadow for too long, just for as much as you need it. And you have the strength, you have the strength, you have the power to overcome it. Even if you don't feel like it. Know what's going on, but this card has popped in almost every group. So it's very important for the collective, I guess, right now, is to honor your feelings, to honor what it is you're feeling, to not be ashamed of it, to not lower yourself, to not bring yourself down, but to honor it, to treat yourself with a loving heart, to be the best friend to yourself, to support yourself with whatever it is you're going through. And yeah, listen to that inner voice, because you have a strong, intuition, I guess, that tells you that everything will be alright, even if it's shitty, even if it's difficult, that you're learning from it, that you will come on the other side and you will find yourself once again, and you will become very much like a version 2.0 of yourself, very much an upgraded version, refreshed and ready to go, definitely. So there is this beautiful message of where you're headed to. It's accepting all of the heartbreaks you've been through, and maybe it's even saying that there will be even more heartbreaks in the future, but they're all for a good reason, and they're like they're cutting you away from the people that are not meant to be with you. And what is coming next? What will come next after all of this, after this period, after you successfully learn all your lessons? There will be a great abundance of joy and fortune entering your life. Again, there is this message of finding your person, finding your tribe, finding the perfect thing to do, the perfect solution as well, and making that choice. And that's a very beautiful, beautiful energy for you. Your fortune again will smile upon you, and you will not even believe that all of that heavy stuff had to happen to you. You will not even believe that this was all needed. No, you will actually see that this was all very much needed in order for you to upgrade. And yeah, and this Ace of Wands is saying that you will have a beautiful new beginning in terms of, I feel like you will be really reborn with that fire, you will really be a new person, start from the scratch and start as the best version of yourself, start a completely new journey for yourself. I feel like that's it, and I hope this has helped in some way, and thank you so much for watching, and bye.